Hello. I am going to get right into it. One thing that I have been really surprised about with my growth this year is how much I've been able to handle. I think with knowing as many people as I did going into the program, I was really worried about being able to handle the program, and I'm really happy to say that I have been handling a lot more than I even thought was possible. Um, Something that I think has shaped me this year in my role as a teacher specifically is I've been more thoughtful about who I spend time with how many things are going on, and with the limited time we've had. I think I've really honed into which relationships in my personal life are important to me, and that's been really important and just kind of a growth moment as well. And then just my confidence in myself has grown as an individual and as a teacher. With my principal and my associate, they've both worked so hard to see that I do have the abilities to be a successful teacher, and I do feel very confident in where I am now. And I'm just excited to continue to see that growth throughout the year. And then the other thing is just my friends. Like, I've made a couple of my best friends in cadre, and they're going to be lifelong friends, and they've given me confidence in myself and my teaching abilities, which has been really special, especially since they're kind of right where I am. And I just think that as much as it's you sometimes may want to, like, you can't get away from the fact that you're once a teacher, you're always a teacher. And I feel like teaching is shaping my personal life too, and the relationships I'm making. And it's just in so many great ways. Like, it's something that hasn't really gone away once I started cadre, and it's something that's going to continue to stay with me throughout this year and throughout every year. And then the hardest thing has just been allowing breaks. I'm definitely the type of person where if I have something I need to do, I want to do it now. And actually, one of the associates from last year, Elliot Hawk, who is still in Elkhorn, he is the vice principal of my school, the instructional facilitator. And something he said one day that really stuck out to me was he just said, like, there's always more work to do. And that's something that I've actually kind of thought about a lot, is just like, there's always something else to do. And my associate Jenny has said the same thing to me. And I think sometimes it can be really easy to continue to try push forward and get more done, but trying to be better about allowing myself those breaks of, okay, we can take a break now for myself and still allow that sometimes, and be okay if not every single thing is done all the time. And then the easiest thing has just been being with my cohort. Like, I feel so close to everybody in it, and I feel like I've made so many great relationships, and it really makes me happy to know that these relationships are not going to just go away once the school year's over, and they're going to continue to carry on. And then honestly, it surprised me in a really good way how close our cohort got so fast. I really do feel like we are so connected, and every single person gets along with each other, and I could contact any one of them and they'd be able to support me and be there for me. And then the other thing was just how easily I've been able to adapt. Like, sometimes I think about how many things I problem solve during a day and how many changes my classroom has gone through, whether that be behavior because of something, or whether that be me changing the way I teach something. Like, I think that when I first went into teaching, I was so worried about being perfect and getting everything right. And something that I've realized through Jenny specifically is, like, you try things, and if you fail, you fail, but you try it. And there's some things that I thought, this is going to work for sure. And then I tried it and it failed. And I kind of realized, like, my kids don't care. And they're not going to notice that it failed. They're not going to know that I'm trying something new. And that's okay. And I think that as teachers, a lot of us are bred to be kind of perfectionist, and that's how I am. And I think that having that lesson of, you know what, sometimes you're going to try something, whether that be in life or in the classroom, and it's going to be a fail. And I think it's also just been powerful for my students to see that, because they see I'm also learning, and the power of failure is a really successful thing for kids to notice and for me. So it's actually been a really good thing for me to point out to them. Overall, I'm feeling really good, feeling positive, feeling ready for the rest of cadre.